All new at 10 tonight, a series of attempted car break-ins in the Simpsonville area has neighbors there on edge. And Greenville County deputies need your help finding the suspects. So you're looking at some photos from the sheriff's office. They released these to us today, saying the people you see here are two of the suspects. Now, we went into that neighborhood to talk with neighbors about what they saw and what law enforcement says you should do to keep your vehicle secure.
Matt Kaufax live for us, the entrance of the Remington Ridge neighborhood, and deputies tell us one of those attempted break-ins happened in this area, and I think there's a pretty common denominator with all of these break-ins, Matt.
Yeah, Cody, certainly one neighbor I spoke with says that this is normally a quiet neighborhood where things like this don't happen, but turns out she may not be the only one. Deputies confirmed to us that they are now investigating at least two separate incidents that same night, looking for possible links. Amanda Holland says she got back to her Remington Ridge home from the gym this morning when she noticed her across the street neighbors had their car doors wide open in the driveway.
They asked if my camera picked up anything, said that their car had been broken into.
She went back to look at her footage, and although she didn't catch her neighbor's thief, sure enough, she caught these images of two people trying to get into her locked truck.
Just kind of leaves you feeling a little violated.
She says she posted in a neighborhood Facebook group, and that's when the reactions started pouring in.
Everybody was just kind of like, oh my gosh, my car was broken into, this car was done, this car, and it was just kind of all over the place.
Far from an isolated incident, we followed up with Greenville County deputies who confirmed they're looking into a couple separate events of that same night, seeing if there's a link.
We are a quiet neighborhood and there isn't much traffic here.
Curtis Stutzman is neighbors with another man in nearby Leafmore Woods who told us he and his wife spotted people trying to get into their locked vehicles the same night. He says he hasn't reviewed all his footage yet, but you can clearly see someone standing next to his truck in a freeze frame. He says he's currently assisting deputies too.
With mine, I have motion detectors in the driveway to spotlights.
Both he and Amanda say they're adjusting the equipment they have and considering purchasing new tech.
I've changed the video quality, I've changed it to record voices.
They also have some advice in the meantime.
I would suggest everyone lock their doors and keep themselves secure.
May sound obvious, but officials recommending don't leave your keys in your car. Certainly no electronics or firearms, they say, is another big one. That's a huge no-no. Again, we don't know if the same people who attempted to rob Amanda are also those folks who ended up literally just a quarter mile or so down the road here in the Leafmore area. But neighbors tell me they aren't taking any chances, and we do plan to continue to press the sheriff's office here in Greenville County for details as to whether these may be linked or not. In Simpsonville tonight, Matt Kaufax, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.